Hey guys, this is Saul with Gold Phenoms. How you doing, man? Good to be back. Today is March 12th, and I'm out here at the Kern River at a spot that you guys are all pretty familiar with, I'm sure, based on the background here. But anyway, came out here with a buddy of mine and a family friend, and met up with another guy that likes to watch the show, the YouTube channel that I have, and so we're making, making a pretty cool trip of it. You know, the gold isn't the only treasure out here. If you ask me, the real treasure is the experiences that you can have, and certainly the friends that you can make along the way. And tell you what, I haven't been out here in, God, what's it been? 3 months, 4 months now, something like that. And I'm really looking forward to getting myself some more gold here and seeing what I can find. And as you can see, I got my stuff over here that I usually bring along. Got my bucket, my shovel, and my little chair over here. And I set up on the river out there, a little far away. You can see next to the big sluice out there that belongs to Don. That's the Keen sluice out there. And my sluice is right next to it. I don't know, maybe I'll walk you guys out here so you can see it, just for the heck of it. Tell you what, this water is ice cold. Man, you stick your hands in it and you go numb in no time. So it's running relatively fast, pretty good. You can see the water going by the grizzly here. It's doing what it's supposed to do. And let me get this out of the way. I don't have a perfect V on it, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be perfect. I got a little addition here, something I learned from Robert Ferguson, watching his videos. Little trick. I have some V matting right here at the very top of the mat that I'm going to use to, just to check out and see if I'm finding gold here as we move along. Held in place with a couple of binder clips. There's been some contention on some of my videos. Some folks were posing the question that, or making the assertion that as I was adding material to my bucket, that in dumping the last quarter of material that I had into my sluice, that I might have been missing a lot of gold. There was the notion that maybe I was pouring too fast and it was too much for the sluice, and that the gold had sunk from the top to the bottom. Well, if that's true, I'm gonna more or less test it today and see what I can find out. In any given bucket, I shouldn't find any gold in the first, 1/2, 1/3, whatever, at the top of the bucket. But if there's gold, it'll show up, at least theoretically, on that black V matting right there, and I'll see it. So anyway, it's a new little trick that I have planned for today. We'll see how it all goes here. I'm gonna go get started and start getting some materials here, start classifying down, and just go from there, man. Let's do it. So check it out, guys. I'm looking at this definitely man-made structure right here with these rocks right here. I guess you can call it a weir, but it looks right here like there was some water coming over the top here at some point recently, and you can see behind these big rocks right here that the heavies dropped out. Some of these rocks, these bigger round rocks right here, and left a trail of gravel all the way down this little groove right here. I'm going to take some material starting right here behind this big rock right here that you can see, where it just drops off suddenly and leaves these bigger rocks and these other heavies that you can see, and just take this whole thing right here. And whether I go long or go deep, I'm not sure. I'll just make it up as you go along. But you can see right here this other trail of gravels right here that looks totally different than this stuff up here that's just mud and whatnot. So I'm really curious about what's down here, right here where it forms a V and then it goes down and forms a little trough right there. want to wash off all your rocks. Make sure you get all that gravel up there, because you never know. There's a lot of black sand right here too. A lot. It's really gravelly, just like I thought. Got some clay mixed in there too. Looks yucky, but look at that clay right there. Real dark. Yep, that's what I like to see. This clay is real sticky and it captures the gold. You're more likely to find it. At least in my opinion. Look at that, more black clay. I'm liking this. Might need to get a different kind of shovel to help me out. Because this one right here, just your typical round shovel, right? I've seen others that are thinner, pointed, that are better for this kind of material. I'll look into that at some point soon. Oh well. There's a big rock right here. I want to dig that up. See what's underneath. Oh. Wash that guy off. Throw him out. Tell, I haven't been out here in a while. I'm getting all tired already. That's okay though. That nice piece of quartz. Just gonna eyeball it. Make sure it doesn't have any gold in it. Alright guys, so I pretty much have dug my my first, I don't know, 3/4 bucket. You don't want to fill it up too much because you don't want the bottom to fall out or your bucket to break on you, but I wanted to show you guys my progress and a couple other things that I found interesting as well here at my dig site, so to speak. You can see right here, this rock right here, I don't know if it shows up blue or green on your side. It looks more green than anything else, but that and this black rock right here, I'm starting to find these really heavy these rocks right here. That's a good sign I'm digging in the right spot. But also something else pretty cool. I don't see this very much, but I think this might be caliche, some gravel that's been compacted and I don't know if the term is mineralized together or whatnot, but you can see these gravel rocks right here, these round rocks cemented into this thing, and it's a rock, man. You know, I picked that up out of this hole I was digging in right here, and I think right here, this spot right here. So as you can see, this little drop off I was talking about. So I dug up this little channel right here and hoping to find some gold here. I'll take this right here whenever I come back on my return, but I dug up this spot, this little trough right here, hoping that I find something. All right guys, so I'm right here by my sluice, and as you can see, got my bucket of material. My sluice running pretty good. I just threw a little handful of dirt on it and it just ran right off. I'm not going to use that guy today, at least not for now, because the water doesn't seem to be, I'll say, in a position to be pushing my my sluice anywhere downstream. But got my buddy Don right here working his sluice. He's got a big old keen right there, and we're working side by side right here. Let's see what we get, huh? Let me start spooning this thing in here. All right. Oh, perfect, man. Like it was made for it. All right, look at that. The water looks like it's perfect. The gravel material, look at that. It just goes right down. Got some material, some branchy material in it, but that's okay. I'll just clean it off as it goes. And you can see some of the material get caught up in the V-matting right there. Yeah, look at that. I'll clean that off real quick. I'll do that every couple of scoops here. I don't see any gold yet in the V-matting, at least nothing that jumps out, but hey, I'm on what, my 4th scoop here? Got some shiny stuff, but it's probably fool's gold. All right, let's start throwing some more scoops on here. I'll throw a bunch on and then let it clean itself out here. All right, you can see the material just gets cleaned out real fast right there on my sluice. I'm happy with it. Got some clay in that one, that spoonful. Let me clean this off again. All right. Throw a bunch on real quick because I know my sluice can handle it. This real easy to go through, this material. Hey Don, how you doing over there, man? You
okay so far.
Yeah, found
haven't seen no gold yet.
Haven't seen no gold, yeah. I don't see any on the V matting just yet, but you got the water going real good. You can see, guys, he's got the V right there on his keen sluice right here. Heavy's getting caught behind the riffles. Yeah, looks like it's going well, man.
Set up right.
Right. It looks good to me, man. You know, you're in the good spot too. So hey, let's see if we get lucky. You know, or
Fingers crossed.
that's what I'm talking about, man. That's my buddy Don right there, and family friend. And again, we're just out here having a good time. Oh, what's this? I'm looking down at my sluice. I don't know, guys. See that shiny yellow thing right there? That I don't know. He went back. It might have been fool's gold, but these others, yeah, got a little piece right here. I don't know if you guys can see that on film. Right there. Yeah, Don can point it out. Yep. Yeah. Nice. I think we got our first pieces of gold, guys. Yep. You can see. Yep. And it's real heavy. It's just sticking to the bottom. So that's gold right there.
Yep.
It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. So yeah, over here, look as well. Right there. Don's got the eagle eye today. Yeah. Right there. He's gonna check. Yeah. He's got one over there too. Yep. Well, I think this pretty much puts to rest the notion that your gold sinks to the bottom of your bucket of material. Tell you what, I'm sure it would over time, but just not whenever you just took it from your dig site to the sluice itself. I'm gonna keep on going and see if I can find some more here. I got plenty of material, right? I'm just excited to see that gold right there. Yeah. All right. This V matting is real cool. Doing what it's supposed to be doing. Now I'm having fun. That little V matting, I bought it on eBay. Somebody was selling it by the square foot, more or less, piecemeal. And I just bought a piece and cut it out. I wanted it to be further back on my sluice, but I decided against it. Decided it'd be better if I had it to the front and if I could just take it off and clean it out, you know, along with everything else. It's one more moving part, but I don't mind it if I can see the gold, you know, whenever I'm going forward. Oh, look at this. Big old piece of clay right there I got stuck on my grizzly. I clean that off. There's a lot of material, a lot of plant material in this dirt. A piece of clay just rolled down my grizzly. I don't want that. I might need to make the spoonful smaller. Yeah, if a big old chunk of clay goes down your sluice and doesn't dissolve, for sure you can be losing gold. You want it to dissolve on your sluice while you're doing it. Otherwise, you're just, what's the point? You're just losing some material. Wow, guys, almost lost it right there. Anyways, I'm gonna do the rest of this bucket, and we'll see how it goes. But it's turned into a beautiful day here on the Kern River. You guys need to come out here, bring your families. Hey, bring some of your equipment, check it out. I mean, look at that. Plenty of spots over here to have a little barbecue, just hang out. I know I'm having fun. Hey guys, I just wanted to give you guys a quick glimpse of what I saw in my V matting here. You can see right there, that shiny thing right there, piece of gold. You can see some others over here, off to the left of my finger. Hopefully that shows up on camera. There you go. That bright shiny thing off to the right there next to the very edge of the V matting is a good sized piece of gold. I got some others over here, here, Let me get that lens kind of close to the water there. Of course, the others over here that I've already pointed out. 1, 2, 3. Looks like 4. Some good gold. I'm pretty hopeful about what I have in the rest of my sluice there in the back, in the little catcher. That little box back there that holds the gold that passed through the grizzly. So far, I'd call my little experiment with the V matting at the front a success, at least in that it's telling me that I'm on the gold before I even do a clean out. Gotta send a shout out to Robert Ferguson for that little tip. I saw that on one of his videos where he put that V matting held in place there. Really helped me out today, and I'll probably be using it for the foreseeable future, just to let me know how I'm doing and such. I'm gonna go ahead and get another 3/4 bucket or so and do another bucket like I said, and then do a clean out. But so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. All right, so I'm back at my spot again, and you can see I left this gravel right here untouched. I want to take this whole triangle right here now and use that as my second batch here and to go forward. I was very pleased so far with what I found in this little trough right here. Seems like a good enough little spot. You can see this again, the channel as it goes downstream right here. All these nice round rocks that have dropped out right here, and right by this tree right here. So anyway, let's continue on and start with round 2 right here, right by these nice gravels. All right, guys. So I went ahead and cleaned out that little triangle right there of material, and it looks to be comparable to what I pulled out right here in this little channel. Got about 3/4 of a bucket of material, you can see right there. But I'm pretty hopeful after what I saw the first time. I just left my material in my sluice to let it clear out on its own. It get kind of low on power here on my phone. Well, sorry, my GoPro camera, and a little tired too after having moved all that material. It's been a while, as you can tell. Anyway, being a little winded from that little adventure right there. But hey, it's a good pain, so to speak, and I'd like to be in shape, certainly like last year. Why don't we just go to the material, and I'll take you guys with me over there, and we can see how my sluice does with the second batch right here, and who knows what to expect. It was a good little spot the first time, and let's see what we get here in the second round. All right, guys, made my way on back down to the sluice here. Got my second round of material here. I'm gonna go a little bit faster on this guy, just because, at least if I can. Battery power going low and all. All right. Spread that material around, and once again, a few bits and pieces are going over the grizzly that are still, held together. I'm gonna have to do something about that. I might need to bring that little pre-classifier that it's made out of wire that I put here in the front of my sluice that breaks it down. Anyway, I was really pleased with the first round of gold that I had, and it's still in the compartment, the back end of the sluice here. Hopefully it hasn't all blown out, but I've got faith in my sluice. I'm still thinking it's back there. We'll know if I get, a fair amount of gold or not. This thing does a pretty good job of keeping the gold once it's back here in this back compartment right here. Let's just continue sluicing here. All right. All right. Starting to see what looks like some gold on the V matting there. Yeah, some more flakes. That's good. Having to clean this thing off right here. clean out the grizzly from all this plant matter. That might be just something particular to this spot, something I'll have to deal with going forward. But hey, if there's gold here, it's worth it, right? Yeah, seeing more clay go out the back end. Oh, right over the grizzly. I'll definitely have to do something about that. Let me take a peek at my sluice here, just eyeball it. I think I see a big piece of gold. Yep, you can see it right there. You can no doubt see some shiny things there on my sluice. Little pieces of gold. That's good. I'm on the gold again. I'd go faster, but again, it's got clay, and I'm not liking how the clay is just forming a little ball, little dough ball, and going right over the top of my sluice. So I'm forced to go a little bit slower than I want to. That's all right. Part of the game, right? Anyway, I'm gonna finish this out. Turn the camera off here in just a moment. But so far, yeah, I'm really impressed thus far with the V matting, and it's definitely doing its job. I wish I could see some more obvious pieces of gold here in this stuff to show you guys. Maybe I'll just keep going here, keep the camera on for a little bit until I find a significant piece of gold. I always like to show you guys the gold before I go, or before I end the scene in any given shot. Tell you what, this is one heck of a workout. Standing on your tippy toes, or more or less. Oh yeah. After not doing anything all winter, oh, I'm feeling it. It's a nice day though. Couldn't ask for a better day to come out here and check out the Kern River. Look at that. Wow. Nice. All right. Let's keep on going. Turn this guy off real quick. I'll show you guys the results here in just a little bit. Well guys, I didn't show you guys the pan, the actual cleaning out the material. I figured I'd just save best for last and show you guys what I got. And I tell you what, I'm actually pleasantly surprised at my take. Let me show you guys, get the best light here. Feast your eyes on that. You can see it, no problem. A line of gold. There must be 150 pieces of gold right there, and all in about 1.5 buckets of material. Tell you what, I must have done a really poor job of panning out, because there's gold strewn throughout the black sands right here. I'm gonna have to clean it out at home. There's, a decent take. I'm not used to seeing anywhere near these numbers in 1.5 buckets. So anyway, tell you what, I'm pleasantly surprised. Like I said, there's quite a bit of gold in that little spot, and all I did was try to work smarter, not necessarily harder. I looked at the river, looked at the rocks, read the rocks and the river, and tried to decide upon a good spot. You guys can do the same thing all up and down this river. I mean, there's so many different places to check it out. I would definitely encourage you guys just to come out here and just have fun. What I got there is, hey, maybe it's enough to buy me a hamburger somewhere, but hey, that's not the point. For me, the experience is the real treasure, and certainly the buddies that you can make out here. I mean, I got 2 more friends now here, both doing their thing here on the Kern River, and that's, like I said, that's a real treasure too. I'm certainly appreciating my time here. My first time back here in 2019. Yeah, definitely come check it out. and you know, don't be afraid to try different new things. For me, for instance, the V matting was something new, something that I never really would have considered on my sluice rather. If it hadn't been for that video that I saw of Robert Ferguson's here during this past winter. It's been a long winter for me. You know, some things go good, some things go bad. My girlfriend and I broke up. I'm looking forward to you know, season 2 here of my show. Certainly slightly bigger budget this year, it would appear. I'm going to be buying new things for my show, and certainly for gold prospecting in general. So you guys keep an open eye, keep a lookout for that. In the meantime, hey, you guys take it easy, and I'll be seeing you, no doubt, on the next episode of Gold Phenoms. Just wow, can't believe that I pulled out that much gold in just a bucket and a half. All right. Anyway, gold, get some. I'll see you guys later on the next episode, all right? I don't know if you guys can hear or not, but there's a swarm of bees up in this tree right here. They were flying right overhead, like between like this tree, this little one right here. They're making all kinds of noise. I tell you what, it's kind of scary to hear a swarm of bees, like, you know, 10 feet overhead. But let's see, I don't know. Like, again, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I wish I knew how to zoom in with this guy. But anyway, they're up in this tree right here. If I can get a better shot before I leave, I'll do so. I think it's pretty neat, man, to see a swarm of bees here during springtime. Thankfully, they're not the Africanized version. They would probably be more aggressive, but I feel pretty safe right here. They haven't bothered me, at least not yet. I better go while I'm still ahead. All right, guys. So I came home and decided to do the final clean out here, at least on my concentrating table. These are the cons that I brought home, and you guys saw the gold, but I hadn't cleaned it up yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now and put it on my concentrating table real quick. Let's do this real fast, or as fast as possible here. Got my table all prepped and everything. Let's get that, try to get that going. Oh, it's getting stuck in the bottom now. I'm just gonna dump it all on there. And spray the last remnants out here with this little water bottle right here. That's fun. Let me get in there and get those guys. And it's harder than it looks, I'll give you that. That's okay though, the Ziploc bag, it's well worth it, you know, in the end. Okay, I think I got most of the corner stuff. It looks like to me. Yeah, looks good. There's a lot of it too, so get that all done there. A little more on here than I usually bring home, but yeah, that's okay. That's a good thing. Alright. Okay, that looks pretty clean to me. Let me check it out in the light here. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright, so I'll put that away and get this going right here. A lot of the stuff is already moved out of the way for me, so that's good. Alright, I got one rock right there. Let's throw him out. Alright. Wish I had some better light here, but oh well. Maybe that's for a future project. Let me get a lot of this material out of the way here. Alright. Let's see, what do we got here? That's a couple of big stones here. Get those gone. Get that rock out of there too. I have to get some better lighting in here for sure for you guys. Alright. So I can see some of the gold already, you know, more or less sitting on the top. And you can see some of these things, some of these little flakes right here already making themselves known here. I think I need some more water, some more water flow, so I'll go ahead and increase that real quick. Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish this off and skip right to the end for you guys here on the video. That way I don't bore you guys. You guys have seen this many a time, but hey, this is the first one for 2019, and yeah, you guys won't be disappointed. Alright you guys, so I'm going to show you something real quick that I like to do. I got a magnet right here, and there's a lot of magnetic stuff, of course, in these materials. I'm just going to drag it over real quick and show you a little trick that I've learned to make this whole process a lot faster. And I just drag it over the top and try to get as much of the magnetic stuff out of the way. And you can see real quick that it leaves pretty much a lot of the gold alone. I wouldn't do this like in a pan or whatnot, or without the same light water flow, because sometimes you'll get your gold carried away. But I've found that when I do it really fast like this, that it does leave the gold behind. You can see it right there. For instance, right here, where I'm going right here, where I'm working right now, you can see a lot of the gold, that big old gold field right there, all that gold. I'm gonna go ahead and continue to just do this real fast, get this out of the way, and most of my gold should still be left over. There's still some gold that might be carried away down over the edge of the ramp right here, but it just falls into a little container that I end up panning out at a later date. But I mean, look at this. You can see the gold that it's left behind, and that this process, it's a pretty benign way to clean up your concentrating table. All right, and look at that. That's a lot. Look how much gold that there is, man. Wow, I did better than I thought. Well, guys, look at that. Not a bad haul for a bucket and a half, right?